Steve, you've been doing it at such a high level for so long. Can you kind of off the break just explain how you know these guys?
So, I'll start with Twitch because actually we go further back in a way than even Ryan in a way because he was part of Metal Militia with Brian Deegan. And so I'm going to go way, way back. So when I originally launched the family in 1998, I got really lucky to get into freestyle motocross really early with Travis Pastrana and Carey Hart. Those are my first two clients in the space. And there was a thing called, it was LXD, and it was called Freestyle Championships, or what did they call it?
Yeah, I think it was Freestyle Championships.
Yeah, and LXD, Paul Tabley, was, through my partner at the time, Austin Hurst, was involved with this series, and it was starting to struggle. And I actually remember, Deegan reminded me of this not too long ago. It was probably a while ago now, because I'm thinking COVID was yesterday, so it was even before COVID. But we got to a point where I realized that in order for me to be blessed to work in this space, which I didn't grow up. I grew up in traditional sports in Boston, never knew what skateboarding was, snowboarding, any of those things. And I fell into it as I got into my teen years and moved to Vail, Colorado and other things like that. But I was so embraced by the industry, the brands not so much, but the athletes, because what I was trying to show, and it's a lot of the passion, and hopefully, I always say that 30 years of doing this, 25, whatever it is learn from my mistakes more than my wins. And there are things that I did early on, Bear, that I gave too much. And it actually at times sacrificed my brand or my business because I just wanted to help everybody. But a story that goes to one of the events, they were running out of sponsorship and money. And actually the family was on the check.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So what I did is that the events were actually struggling for cash and the only way the athletes made money back then was the events and sponsorship, like prize money. There's no media deals, there's no TV deals, there's no league deals or team deals like there is in Supercross and motocross or football, baseball, whatever. So I said, look, I'll front the prize purse. And so it's funny that was when Twitch was back on the Metal Militia and doing those events. And that's when I first met. And, from day one, just the way he marketed himself. And I always look at it like him and Brian both. And I didn't represent either of them at the time. I never represented Brian. I got to have the privilege to work with Jeremy for some years. Is that they just knew that they were a brand. And they treated it like, look, if we're not going to have these certain things, we're going to maximize the platform we're given, whether it be a small event, whether it be X Games, whether it be Gravity Games or the Freestyle Championships or Vans Triple Crown, we're going to maximize it.